ecosystem services provide huge value to society, but they're invisible, and they have to be, because they are public goods and services and they're not private. A bee has never sent you an invoice, and yet pollination from bees is estimated worth about 150 billion euros per annum. And you can keep wanting to plant trees to generate, evapotranspiration, which may generate clouds, which may generate rain, and so on, and that'll happen. But a business can't do that as a business, because you can't tell the clouds where to rain. So this basic lack of understanding of the science of how nature works has, in my opinion, been one of the main reasons why people just don't get the way that nature works and why she's so important in our everyday lives. And we need to bring these values and understanding of these values into policy and business. So that's been my passion, and that's led to various things, including conservation and the WWF and so on. Anyway, nice to be with you guys here. I'm fascinated by the stuff that's being thought about and look forward to discussing it with you.
My background, well, Grant's covered it. Let me tell you a little bit more about SAVO project developers. So I'm sure some of you have heard of Systemic, which is a systems change group. I joined Systemic for a little while, and within them, I started working on something that I believe is quite seminal for the world. But despite all of the reports and belief, nothing changes, which is, how do you find sustainable investment clusters which can integrate sustainable industrialization, nature protection, and social economic development in one? And some of you might be aware that sometimes they're called free ports, sometimes they're called the industrial clusters, but there are clusters all around the world where, if we did them correctly, in the idea of a new economy that's integrated, we could in fact create a whole lot of proof points in a manageable way of how the world could be. So I decided, bugger this, no one's doing anything about it. So I spun out a little project development company, and currently I'm working in Nigeria, Kenya, Ethiopia, and hopefully something in South Africa, where we're looking at working with private entrepreneurs who have a piece of land or a free zone in the case of Nigeria, and we're helping them to either transition what they're doing currently to something that is far more integrated around industrial symbiosis, sector integration, so agricultural processing sector integration, where sometimes healthcare, so anything linked to delivering the SDGs. So I'm doing one in Nigeria, and you can go on and have a look at savo.earth, one in Nigeria, two in Kenya, one around Lake Naivasha, and one on Kilifi Coast, where we're trying to do marine protection. So that's kind of my personal passion project currently. And then in addition to that, to kind of help me at least pay the rent, I'm on a couple of boards, a couple of commercial boards, one out of South Africa, one out of Sri Lanka. That keeps me really close to what's going on. And then I love helping people who've got great ideas for free. So that's why I'm here.
As Grant said, I worked 15 years with KPMG and PwC. Actually very thrilled there to kind of move up the career ladder and kind of experience the power of big businesses and the experiences, the wide experiences there, and the professionalism. And after a break, I actually made something totally different and went to the other spectrum and started to work with young nonprofits, young nonprofit organizations in the sustainability space. And I was totally fascinated actually to see how people are there passionate about their visions, how they really are determined to kind of get their dreams done, their visions done for a better world, and how they would kind of do everything and cross any hurdles they have there to make this possible. Also how they work together on a very personal driven attitude. And since then, I felt really very empowered to really combine those two worlds. So in kind of a visual, I really kind of envisage kind of an army of sustainable business activists who are really have the passion to drive our big businesses forward, and kind of choose actually to kind of advance actions for a better world, not just for profit. And I really hope actually that Sustainavistas can be this kind of platform, that we empower each other to be this in our own little worlds, with our own colleagues, with our clients, whoever it is. And it made me super proud and happy to see this hackathon happening, where I really kind of could experience this spirit. And I think it's a great event, and yeah, very, very much looking forward to all your pitches. We had a sneak preview into the ideas, and all great and fantastic. So really looking forward to the next hour.
They will be able to open the application, put the radius, how far the client wants to go to pick up their vegetables, and they will see on the map the farmers ready to sell, and you will see the basket, what they're selling, and the price.
Our solution is an eco-hub for SMEs. The platform follows the plan, do, check, and act framework, working throughout the business cycle. So starting with planning, SMEs will establish their level of commitment to nature and biodiversity, whether they want to be compliant only or go beyond, and to what level, and integrate it into the business strategy.
Why the soup, you might ask? We want the soup, which is a healthy, convenient dish, accessible to all and easy to store, to be the starting point, really somewhat as a drop in the ocean to raise awareness and help drive change for a more local and sustainable food system. All soups are made of local surplus and are sold in jars that come with a deposit and will be collected and reused with the next purchase. With the marketplace, we enable farmers to easily sell directly online to their local communities and drive the awareness around food waste via the product, the platform, and the community around it.
We are proposing an online knowledge hub, the Seaweed Center. The goal is to provide information to stakeholders like potential farmers and other industry actors, as well as education for organizations and individuals. Similar online resources for other topics are already successfully up and running. The monetization potential of our idea has actually just recently been proven by the acquisition of an aquaculture online publication called The Fish Site through an investment company.
And ultimately, through the power of an app built by Kickstarters, we want to tackle climate change, address biodiversity, all through this power of enabling a healthy, sustainable, nutritious plate of food. So the app we want to create, click Bruno please, will do all these things I've talked about, and some of these ideas you can see on your screen already, but fundamentally it will harness the power of innovative technology that's already available, like barcode scanning, to show your food print. And we want to, so imagine this, you open your fridge door, you've got 30 minutes, food's going out of date, you scan the barcode, take a picture, and there's access to easy recipes for leftovers. But there's also access to a community of people to help in real time. Click Bruno, please. So to achieve all this, our world looks something like this. So we've got kickers creating recipes. We'll need a variety of support from stakeholders, not to forget funding and some really tech-savvy support.
And the winner is 1, 2, 3, Seaweed.
Seaweed.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Right, so
Thank you so much. I just had this. I have to share it.
I see.
We decided actually that we have 1.5 winners. So Pavan is very, very happy to kind of mentor the Seaweed team. But Gail also very fascinated by the Awesoup team. So also for Awesoup, there is a session with Gail. And so very happy to announce that. And yeah, we also have the opportunity that next week we do have Sustainavistas social in the evening. And we really would love actually encourage all teams to present there and harvest yeah, the feedback of our kind of passionate Sustainavistas professionals, and to discuss there which of the ideas we could take forward and maybe also modify a bit. So just to discuss, to take the discussions further.